list for the All-Star game. In addition to Atlanta, these are all minority-majority cities. Phoenix, Arizona, because their legislature is looking at cleaning up their voting laws. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Detroit, Michigan. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Houston, Texas. Dallas, Fort Worth. Miami, Florida. And others. These are just off the top of my head. So all these cities are out. All these cities are out. So you watch where Major League Baseball goes. They're probably either going to go to California or New York. Maybe to Illinois. But they're going to go to the darkest of dark blue states. That's what they're going to do. So Major League Baseball, like professional basketball, like professional football, are at war with Republicans, and they are prepared to damage minority communities, which will lose hundreds of millions of dollars if they're located in red states. It is outrageous. And you know what it is? It's the false self-righteousness. You got to be for some kind of resistance and rebellion and revolution, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So now you're for a cause that doesn't even exist. There is no Jim Crow. There is no inhibition to vote if you're an American citizen who's supposed to vote. And you don't have a right to make your own rules. I want to vote any way I want to vote. You know, I'm going to put it in little paper airplanes and throw it at the courthouse, and that should count. 1,000 different ways to vote. No, that's not the way it works. There's certain ways you can vote, and everyone has to follow the process. If you're incapacitated or if you're handicapped, there are ways for you to vote. If you're out of town, there's ways for you to vote. Asking people for the ID, now if you consider that racist, then you're a liar. You're a fraud. Just like all these fools who are on the social media today. You're a liar and you're a fraud. I think of the people who suffered under Jim Crow. I think of the people who suffered under segregation. It was horrific. Think of all the lynchings that took place. All the whippings that took place. All the horrific treatment of black people that took place. It's horrific. And to bring that up, Jim Crow, the segregated South, to try and create emotions, to try and create division, to try and justify the existence of the Democrat Party, who did all these things to black people, is grotesque. And to watch professional athletes who live in the lap of luxury like no other human beings before them, to participate in this is disgusting. And to watch these frauds on TV, stop watching them. Mouthpieces who lie about what's taking place. It's also disgusting. Because it's a relative small percentage of the population, a relative handful of Democrat Party operatives and others, most of whom are white, who are driving this agenda. Have you noticed, folks, that it's always anti-Republican? Have you noticed that? It's always anti-Republican. They back Joe Biden. They'll back anybody. It doesn't matter. They don't support voting rights. They support Democrat victories. That's what they want. That's what they want on the left. That's all. And now they have networks like ESPN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Who backed them? You heard Lester Holt the other night that I played him? Backs them. Virtually every cable channel but one backs them. Virtually every newspaper but a handful back them. Every college classroom. Now the NEA and government schools are involved in it. But professional sports is at war with you. I don't care what your color is. I don't care what your background is. If you're a red-blooded American, they're at war with you. They are pushing this neo-Marxist agenda. They are pushing the Democrat Party agenda. They like AOC. They like Bernie Sanders. It's true. They talk about systemic this and systemic that. It is they on the left who are systemic bigots. It is they. What professional baseball did today should cause you to never, ever want to watch their game on cable. Never, ever to purchase any player, jerseys, signed balls, nothing. And you should contact the ownership office of the baseball team you follow and ask them how that owner voted. Because according to the league, they did a survey of the owners. And I feel bad for the Atlanta Braves, and I feel bad for the people of Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves were absolutely furious about what took place and very upset. But they had no say in it. They couldn't stop it. And I feel terrible for the people of Atlanta who've been misled by the Democrat Party. And you need to understand, Joe Biden wanted your vote, Joe Biden got your vote, and Joe Biden just screwed you out of hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what Democrats do. So all these cities I just mentioned, in states that are looking seriously at reforming their voting laws, Phoenix, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Milwaukee, Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth, Miami, and others, Tampa, all of you are off the list. Now, are you off the list today or are you off the list forever? You're now on a hit list by professional baseball, and LeBron James thinks it's great. He's now announced that he's part of the Major League Baseball family. Okay, I'll announce I'm part of the NBA family, okay? Mark Levin, I'm part of the NBA family. Here I am. What an arrogant guy. Just unbelievable. Now Michael Jordan's talking. He has to, because all these years he didn't. Now he's